Hey everybody, so it's been a few days since my last video, my part 1 video of this project. So I wanted to get on here and show you an update. If you watched the last video, you saw that this was all grass. That incredible hydrangea has been over there for I think I planted that like 2 years ago, and that was a little flower bed right there. Actually, it originally had a mugo pine, and every year when it would snow, it would just weigh down the branches, and it just wasn't looking very good, and I wanted to do something different there, so we took it out. And I ended up planting this incredible hydrangea right there. So this is the Raging Red Dogwood. I want this tree to kind of be the focal point of this bed, and I went back and forth about keeping grass or taking it all out. I decided with a little encouragement from my husband to keep a little bit of grass, and so you can see that's what I did right there. It's about 4 feet, I think. So just a little space to put down a blanket and relax in the shade. So yeah, it took me about 2.5 days to get all of that lawn taken out. I did it by hand with a shovel. And I would suggest, if you want to get rid of a patch of lawn, maybe pay someone to do it or get a machine to get rid of it. I wanted to just kind of feel and experience the process of taking out grass in case I ever do need to do it again. I would have some kind of experience with it already. And then I have planted a few things, which I will show you. I've added some compost as I go, so I think this fall we will add compost to the rest of the bed, and then it'll be ready for planting in the spring. Okay, let's start over here. So most of the things that I'm planting in this bed get full sun. It gets really hot sun here in the summer afternoons, and so I need something that is going to be able to handle that. I don't want flowers that are drooping, flowers that are struggling. I just want it to look good. Phlox, this particular phlox, it's a tall phlox. I don't remember what the name is, but it did say it could take some partial sun, and this is the part of the bed that gets the most shade. It's only for like an hour or two, but as you can see, it is shaded like at the hottest part of the day, in the hottest part of the summer. So we'll see how these ones do compared to those ones that aren't getting any shade. And then I'll just adjust as I go. So this tall phlox gets, I think, like 2 to 4 feet tall and 2 to 3 feet wide. I've planted them just close enough that they'll be almost touching, but I wanted each plant to be separate. I wanted you to look at it and know that each plant is separate. I could have planted them a little bit closer, so it looks like one big, huge shrub. But from what I've read, phlox can tend to get powdery mildew if it's planted too close together. So I just decided to kind of spread them out a bit. And then Here's our Incredible, and I also have some lamium in there and some weeds. You can see the stumps left over from the pine. We don't have a lot of big equipment, so I didn't want to have to go rent like a tractor to come in and dig it up. I mean, we do have friends who come over sometimes with their tractor to help us with big projects, but I just didn't want to ask them for help this time. I didn't want to bother them, so I'm just going to plant something like right here that will grow kind of over and mask the trunk. And then here's the second new plant that I added. It's kind of hard to see right now, but this is a Velveteeny compact smoke bush. And I've always wanted a smoke bush in my garden, but I just didn't really have the right spot for it, because the regular size ones can get to like 10 feet tall, and I just, you know, wanted the dogwood to kind of be the focal point. And I just want to accentuate the dogwood with some different shrubs. So this will get about 3 to 4 feet tall and 3 to 4 feet wide. So that leaves me some room right here between the phlox and the smoke bush to figure out what I want to put in there. So if you have any ideas, feel free to let me know. I'm thinking maybe a Weigela, because we do need some spring color in here. And they tend to stay pretty small, so it'll be a little bit taller than the smoke bush and taller than the phlox. Or I could do some Atlas roses. I think the yellow, kind of orangey yellow of the roses would be perfect with the phlox, the Incredible, and the smoke bush. I've thought about doing some delphiniums, but the ones that I've seen get super tall, but I need ones that are gonna kind of bulk out a little bit. So I'm kind of leaning towards the Atlas rose. But if you have other ideas, let me know. And then the land kind of slopes down a little bit. So over there, on that side, I'm gonna need things that love full sun and water, because the water will run down a little bit. I know that both smokebush and phlox can grow well with butterfly bushes. So I might put those in here. Butterfly bushes don't like to sit in water, so this would be a good area to plant those. And maybe do like a purple, a light purple butterfly bush. Or some black-eyed Susans. I don't know. I'll just kind of, I have an idea in my head of what I want to do, but then when I research plants a little bit more, that idea changes. So we'll see. Maybe I'll just put a bench over there, although I don't really want to sit on a bench in the sun. I do need to add a bench somewhere. Maybe I'll put the bench against the house where it's more shady. But yeah, just want to give you an update of this area, and hope you guys are having a great week. It's almost Friday. All right, have a good rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.